Hey everyone, it's Neil here from Post to Post. A couple days ago, we talked about the Utah new 20-name survey announcement from the ownership group, where you could go in and pick your top four, leave your favorites, and submit that, and they'll obviously consider it. Now, I said in that video that I would potentially rank them, and I was hoping to make this video a little bit earlier, but here it is. So I'm going to rank all 20 team names in terms of what I like and obviously what I don't like, and feel free to disagree in the comments. There's 20, so if we all had the same ranking, that'd be pretty weird. So yeah, it's good to have some diversity here, and leave your ranking down below in the comments, because I read all the comments. So let's start. Let's go worst to best. Okay, we'll go 20 to 1. All right, so we've got hockey club. I put HC. HC in 20. That is the generic worst case scenario. We need a team name last minute kind of thing. So yeah, that's going to go in 20th. Number 19, Powder. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about all these. There is one I'm going to spend time talking about because of something. We'll talk about that later. But if you want to see my full opinions on all these names, go watch the previous video. But Powder, yeah, it's just I don't love it. It's not great. 18, Squall. Again, kind of a weird name. Not a huge fan of that. 17, Fury. I really don't like this one at all. I kind of almost put it 19th, if I'm completely honest. I don't know what it is I don't like about it. I just don't like it. And it kind of angers me because you could do a lot with it. Like, it's a cool word. It's an aggressive word. You could have some interesting logos and stuff. I just don't like it. I don't know what it is I don't like about it, but I just don't like it. Number 16, Black Diamonds. Nah. We've got the Blue Jackets, and we've got the Golden Knights. We don't need any more color-based teams. And there's a lot of teams that wear black or have black in their uniform, so nah. Black Diamonds, no. Number 15, Blast. Again, what is it? Like, blast of what? Blast of ice? Blast of snow? Blast of, are you blowing up a mountain and I can't? Like, what? I don't know the relation or the reason behind that name, so I'm not really a big fan of that. Number 14, Glaciers. Cool name. You could have a really cool brand centered around that, but it's just an awkward name. It's an awkward word to say. It just, I don't know, it's not great. Number 13, Ice. So there was a bunch of snow-related things in here. I've grouped most of them down here. There's a couple that's higher, but Ice is, it's not unusual. We've got the Kootenay Ice, which is a hockey team in Canada, but I don't know. We can do better than Ice, I think. Number 12, Freeze, for the exact same reason. It just reminds me of Mr. Freeze from Batman or whatever it was, so not a big fan of that. Number 11, Canyons. It's okay. It's okay. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like you're picking something random to be proud about the state. And Utah is like one of my favorite states. I love it. It's definitely in my top 3. But, and I love the canyons, but it just doesn't work for me. Number 10, Frost. This one's a little bit better than Freeze and Ice. Frost, I think you could do some really cool things in the striping in terms of like patterns and stuff. As in terms of colors as well, obviously. So Frost is a little bit up there. So, I'd be okay with that, I guess. Number 9, Caribou. As kind of, I guess, not really dangerous or intimidating as that animal is, caribous go through what I think is called rut. I'll double check that. Yeah, it's called rut. So basically, caribous go through rut, which is a cycle in their behavioral and mating season and stuff, and they do become extremely aggressive during rut. So caribou is, like, you don't want to go around a caribou when it's during rut. So there is that kind of danger aspect to it, but in general, I mean, they're pretty, I don't want to say cute. They're not cute. It's just they're not a very intimidating animal, even though they've got the antlers and stuff. I don't know. They're just not super aggressive just in general. So it's okay. Number 8, Mountaineers. I don't like the word. I like everything that it represents. So if it was just a different word, I think it's too long. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Utah Mountaineers, it just doesn't do it for me. I know a lot of people like it. It's not for me. Number 7, Blizzard. I think this is okay. It's kind of like on the same lines of Frost, maybe just a little bit better. Frost is not aggressive. It's not aggressive. It's just a thing. Blizzard, you need to prepare for a blizzard if you live in an area that gets snow and stuff. So there is that kind of danger aspect to it, so I do like that. Number 6, Outlaws. I don't like this name because it's been completely overused in so many fake teams and so many leagues and concepts and everything. But with that said, it's still a good name. I just think it's overused. It's a good name. You could do a lot with it, so I have to be objective, and I think in the top 10 is an objective ranking for that. It's in number 6. Number 5, here's where things change for me. I watched a fellow YouTuber's videos, the Jersey Zone, and he did this, but in a tier list, so he didn't rank them. And he made some really good reasoning to 2 of the names, and it actually swayed my opinion. And so shout out to the Jersey Zone. If you're not following him on YouTube, definitely do. And he was talking about the team names Swarm and Hive. And he said that he liked the name, if I'm not mistaken, this is what he said. He said he liked the name Swarm, not so much Hive, but Hive would be a great name for the arena. Like, think about that. Like, that's such good logic, and I never thought about that before. So that actually made me like Swarm way more than I originally did, and it made me like Hive as well, because I can totally see that. Your team name is called Swarm, but then the arena is called the Hive. And lots of teams in the NHL do this. They've got special names for their arenas and their fan base and everything. But Hive, that's such a good name for an arena and a fan base. So good. So shout out to the Jersey Zone. Great opinion there. So I've got Hive in number 5. Number 4, I've got Mammoth. That is the only other, I guess, creature that is real on here. We're not going to get the other one here in a second. But Mammoth, absolutely intimidating. You could do so much with the logo. Yeah, I like that. It's not the best word, but it's pretty good. Number 3, so then Swarm. I put Swarm. So I think if I had to rank these maybe a week ago, Swarm might be in the later top 10 possibly. But after hearing that opinion from the Jersey Zone, I had to put it in my top 3, Swarm number 3. Number 2, Venom. I still like this. I think a lot of people may not have it in their top 3 or top 5. I really like it. I think you could do a lot with colors, a lot with logo. It's easy to say. It's an aggressive animal. So yeah. And number 1, you obviously predictable, Yetis. Yeti is the name. It's got to be Yetis. If it's just Yeti, I don't like it as much, but I'll still like it. But I think it should be Yetis. So I'm going to say Yetis with an S as my number 1 pick for the team name. And I think that's a lot of people's number 1. It is overwhelmingly the most popular on Reddit and Twitter and Facebook and basically every single place that I look. A lot of people like the name Yeti. Yes, it's close to the branding in the Colorado Avalanche. Completely agree with that. But you could have maybe a little bit of rivalry there. Utah and Colorado are very close in terms of geographically. So there could be some rivalry aspect there. So yeah, let me know what you think of the ranking and feel free to put yours down below in the comment section as well. Would love to see your full 1 to 20 ranking if you're interested. If you want to stay up to date on all the Utah news as it's released, make sure you subscribe to this channel down below because I will be talking about literally everything that they announce step by step by step. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you liked it. And we'll talk to you soon. Adios.